and say blessed morning to we Christian brothers and sisters, and Assalamu alaikum to we Muslims brothers and sisters indeed. With the total faith for listening to this particular radio, the leading radio station, Starline Radio 98.5 inside Kenema. Listeners, me where they present now your humble servant and your specialist, Kenema. That's not the name. And of course, today I deal with people themselves at the studio. And as we can talk about some things that are so very important. And that's definitely concerns of the day. More we talk about computer business. That's not the order of the day within IT world now. Whatever thing they do, you must, and in as much that you be, you want for work in the office, whether you lambo or not lambo, you must get for be familiar with the usage of the IT system self. And as we get people themselves in the studio, we can take we through that one, and we go talk on issues and very important, and of course very key, inclusively that yourself can be part of the program. The listeners, today I'll deal with people themselves in the studio. The gentle guys themselves, they're with me in the studio, and as we talk about the IT business today. And today made for host people all the way from the African Information Technology Holding Limited Computer Training Center. Well, of course, here said they focus more on the usage and training system of computer. Here I said in light people and see how they share knowledge and skill set in relation to the idea of the IT system, how they train people all the way about so that they will be knowledgeable on computer. Listeners, they close your radio set, and as we can start the program set in relation to that. And then with Mr. Muhammad Amara, he happened to be the branch manager. Good morning and welcome to Starline Radio, Mr. Amara.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to you and good morning to us.
Okay, listeners, as we get some technical issues in order, and they try for see how we address that particular one. Yeah, once again, Mr. Muhammad Amara, good morning and welcome to Starline Radio.
Yeah, good morning and good morning to listeners.
That is it. That's not the voice of Mr. Muhammad Amara. We happen to be the branch manager for this computer training center. And as we talk about that today for educate listeners in relation to that particular one. And of course, with me also deal with Mr. Elijah Wasawa Brima. We happen to be the resident engineer. Good morning and welcome to Starline Radio.
Good morning, listeners. Thank you very much.
And of course, that's not the voice of Mr. Elijah Wasawa Brima. We happen to be the resident engineer for this computer training. And as they can talk about this, we are said to bring the whole opportunity itself now the doorstep or now we own doorstep for make we begin themselves benefit from that particular thing self, and as well they see how that particular thing self the goal. So and in relation to that, and I was go turn the mic to Mr. Amara as you happen to be the branch manager. How you go take you through in relation to this Africa Information Technology Holdings Limited Computer Training Center?
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Muhammad Amara. Being the branch manager for Africa Information Technology Holdings, like in my Africa Information Technology Holdings Limited, my household name in the sense when it comes to computing processes, them training, sales, supplies, and everything. We got established from 1985. And as we speak for now, we get about 4 branches, we're headquarters in Freetown, in the streets. And then we get branch Nabo, we get branch Makini, and we hail from Kenema. So I believe I thought I fit say yes, I will convince management from we will bring Kenema, because we want to make sure we increase the computer literacy level at this part of the country, because we believe even though we don't do here and we don't left, but we believe we will bring a come back here and then make sure we become competitive. So
Mr. Amara, you the chair for talk say this particular computer training session or this particular limited, we don't exist in Kenema?
Yeah, before. It did not exist before, but because of 1 or 2 things, and then they be close up, they wind up over 10 years, they be don't left here. So when I joined the management, I believe they are hailed from in a born of Kenema. I believe say computer now are part of the curriculum where government done the new revised curriculum system where they don't present now, where education don't present. We believe say I for bring a camp back and make sure say at least we catch the young ones then, especially when they want to go to university, so that at least they will get the background before they go to higher levels, and then when they want to further their own disciplines then in different areas. So that I believe say we decide to come and compete inside the market, even though we know say there are other players, or believe say we self come for our own quota, so that at least with people then we're able to salvage the computer illiteracy level at this part of the country.
That is it, and of course, listeners, that's now the voice of Mr. Mohamed Amaga, and as he happened to be the branch manager for the African Information Technology Holdings Limited training session. So this now a whole opportunity to bring now the doorstep of we the Kenematonians and everybody safe with the now the eastern part of Kenema, that indeed they will bring this all important program safe for make we begin and benefit that indeed you self as adults you will be part of this particular training. And as we live in the world of IT, you not go live without you not get knowledge in IT, you know. So this serves a whole opportunity, and as we brother man Mr. Mala, we happen for being the branch manager to take you through this particular thing. So if somebody wants to know who side serve this particular and then training center day in relation to computer, who side will go locate this particular place?
Well, this training center, the African Information Technology Training Center, is strategically located at the heart of Kenema, the center of Kenema. The NIC building, the second floor, opposite the dollar ground, beside the change is dollar. So I just sent to the Bank of Sierra Leone, so that they will locate at Dama Road, 3 Dama Road.
Wow, that is it, and of course that's safe now the address where I serve this all important and then computer training center self locate, and as the African Information Technology Holding Limited, though they bring that kind of opportunity to the doorstep of the people of Kenema, and as self people go yearn for that. But one thing I wanted to go through also, as you happen to be the branch manager, we don't get some plenty other, you know, training centers in this part of the country, more especially some they die down, some man go tell you say the quality, you know, what's an assurance indeed you forget to the audience and people themselves they listen to this particular program, more especially to what's on your own training center.
Thank you very much. African Information Technology, just about tell you say like household name. First of all, we are accredited with the Council of Technical Education and other awarding bodies. We're certified. And also the ministry know about we, because it's not education and something the TVEC council know about we there and registered. And besides, we in our household from 1985 who don't come into existence, and I will bring computer systems then at this country and computer applications then at this country before any other company we can with, or any other organization. Even for trained people, most of the people when they see in bigger organizations then, they get the IT training from the African Information Technology. So we own certificate is very unique, very recognized by ministry and by the TVEC councils. And then any side we can go, I believe say a team way they will not say that from AITH come on. I make sure they call it AITH. And besides, we not to come and hide, because we establish everywhere. When you go McKinney, we did it, we did Bow, at Tikonko Road, we go on the streets, na the west. So that the east not belong get it. I make and believe say, I thought I fit as a Kenematonian say, make a go with this kind of convince management, for more self can establish and compete. Believe say the better we compete in the educational world, especially in the world of IT, the better it will become better for the people that are the eastern province.
That is it, listeners. You're listening to Starling Radio 98.5 inside Kenema. And you're listening to your 7 a.m. breakfast news, where they come to you through Starling Radio 98.5 inside Kenema from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And as today we the true light session in relation to the issue of the computer training center, where the African Information Technology Holdings Limited, though they bring safe now the doorstep of the Kenematonia. In relation to that, send all your views and comments via the number 099-985-985-072 985-985. Me where the presents now your humble servant and your specialist KenemaAlways. That's not the name in relation to this particular program. Yeah, I go turn the mic to Mr. Elijah Wasawa Brima in relation to this same training session or center to who they bring now the doorstep of the people of Kenema. So one thing also I want for know in relation, what are some of the programs so far this particular center said to offer to the public?
One of the key cause we offer to the public, where the people of Kenema will benefit from, now the certificate program. The certificate program therefore do with the software applications then, the introduction to computer and the office packages. We include Microsoft Office Word, Microsoft Office Excel, Microsoft Office PowerPoint, Microsoft Office Outlook, Microsoft Office Access, Microsoft Office Publisher, Microsoft Office Database Management. And of course, on the diploma areas, we get PC Hardware Engineering A+, we get Networking N+, we get Graphics Designing, we get AutoCAD, we get Database Management, we also get Office Administration and Management area on diploma. Now that courses there also with the offer where I believe say the people of Kenema will benefit from, we go able for capacitate them for live within the community technologically.
That is it. And then one thing also want to know, this particular training, because they talk about diploma or this certificate, you know, people believe for persuade some people, believe for perceive certain things. Now a college or with a law, you know.
Well, AITH, as my boss mentioned earlier, now a college, it's a training college. AITH, not to just a household name, na Sierra Leone. Quote me any side on this way they say. AITH now the largest IT training institution in West Africa. What you make us say so? AITH not just they operate in Sierra Leone, within a Guinea, within a Liberia, within a Gambia, Banjul. You understand? And when you get to Gambia, Banjul, when are they maybe there as engineer before I come Sierra Leone for establish this particular branch na Kenema. They also get on the na two sides, just like where you get Kenema and Bo. You understand? So AITH na really a well-established institution where they operate within a wide range geographical areas. I can show you that.
That is it. And of course, they talk about the issue of, the programs and so far. But, one thing also very distinctive about these Sona programs, we don't see how, we don't host plenty other, computer training centers and where they offer Microsoft, some money they say they do their Excel, other things. But those things were not included. I don't know. Or you make out in a bulky form. Why I asked, what's in some of the programs so far? Because I want to know how much per program.
With programs like what you asked in my earlier explanation, I'd already explained that we're in the certificate area. We include the Office, Microsoft Office packages. You understand? We get for do with Excel, Word, Access Database, Outlook, Publisher, and PowerPoint. You understand? The registration not just 25 leons. You understand? And of course, people get for pay per program. Like the beginning of the course, when I like go say introduction, when I Windows, I get for course like 100 leon will go last you for 3 weeks. You do that course day. You understand? And the other program again, when I MS Microsoft Office Word, where you start for begin for type or use the Office packages. Now 110 leons when I MS Office Word. You understand? And the next program when I MS Office Excel. It cost you 140 leon for another 3 weeks. Each of them programs they last for 3 weeks. And unreasonable cost them. They can mention them. You understand? I think people could be able to afford them, and we already don't get students them we don't enroll and don't they go ahead with their courses.
Well, we also want to know what's in the categories of beginning so far on a cater for. And then category of people and rather on a cater for also.
Well, for AITH, not to because na college, then we go only cater for maybe people that we don't sit to us. No. AITH come for make people realize say in some other countries pikin dey go na school from nursery e don begin dey play with computer, e don begin use computer. By the time wey dey reach for sit NPSC or beke, or by the time wey dey sit WAS or that high school certificate examination, by the time wey e dey sit another country e don well know wetin na computer, or e don well inform about IT world. You understand? So for we institution, we dey encourage people dem, even the whole wey dey like class 5 to class 6 or above, from class 6 above, you are encouraged to come on board.
Wow. That is to say, this particular training center self, they indeed cater for small beginning in as much you can, give something at the head. With others, we don't get some training center also where they cater for small beginning. Just like what you say, in as small you don't begin a school, or you don't start schooling.
Yes.
Yeah, since primary school, they get a small computer.
You can read and write. You understand? The whole perspective here is inclusiveness. You can able to read and write. One thing about it is just being able to read and write. You understand? You get able to read and comprehend something and write. Because you cannot go to do educational training if you cannot read. Then what you go there for? A deaf person no go do training. You understand? I mean, but as long as you can able to read, understand, comprehend and write, then of course you are encouraged to come on board.
That is it. Listeners are listening to Starling Radio 90.5 inside Kenema. Send all your views and comment via the number 099 985 985 072 985 985. Here to the branch manager also for this particular training center self na Kenema, Mr. Muhammad Amaga. Many times, people can talk about maybe computer not important. Some can say I get the skill set, no matter, I don't get it like that. So what's it gonna be the important? How you go able to convince people and say the issue when once you are very knowledgeable about computer is very key. How you go take you through that particular one?
Yeah, thank you very much. I will tell you say when I go university, Jala University, what be enter there, I don't be computer literate. I find that extremely difficult because we therefore do assignments, we therefore do research, we therefore make sure say we keep data then, we therefore keep records. So sometimes I find that difficult. I therefore they go pay people then. And just like when my mom tell you say the importance of computer, you don't underscore in any way. But I will tell you say the benefits enormous. We see government watch through the Ministry of Education, especially we get the Minister of Sengen, a sort of fit say we for use IT in the educational system, because the world in which we live now IT world, there is nothing you can do without IT. As we speak, we don't put ourselves with curriculum. And we AITH don't come. What's make the man say we get different categories that we cater for. Once you get some educational literacy background, automatically we can, because you're able to actually see the commands, you're able to handle them, you're able to use them. The benefit of IT, we just away at the tribe, and still try for tell you here is you see now people they go to university. They don't bring universities like that. But when you go there, you observe say how many people are really who get access to IT. So it's better make the two before they begin to finish in WAS or you don't be inside Beckett Prime. Make you go and get the background. So when you go to university, you will get the benefits how for doing your own research, how for the able doing your assignment them, how for the able keep records of your assignments them, how for the doing your presentation like PowerPoint presentation and everything. Where I believe say we're going to go under now, I believe say it will be extremely difficult. And in every world we reach, any establishment we go now, you get servers them, you get computers them where they are always connected. That they go for get meetings, they go for get workshops them, where you don't need for day in visual, where you don't need for be presented. So you don't go able to live without an IT. So that make now government make them fit say even the teachers. I don't know, I believe say we don't start that. That's you have to become IT literate. Because at the end of the day, you have to make sure say you able to do your syllabus there. You have to prepare your lesson plans there. You have to be computer illiterate because you're not going to present everyone from class 1. So that make one catch them young as we speak. So the benefit is so enormous that if we still don't know, I will not be able to finish for today. But every part of the establishment and the world in which we live and our lives depend on IT. And that I would say for sure.
The other say, and that's also the true, the same question said to the resident engineer. You say, what you go take through in relation to the importance of computer business to people there?
I want to let the people that know say this now a modern century with they on, you understand? And one thing I want people to know, the time way I not be do IT, I'll be there to project management, social work, you understand? They travel na Ghana that time, and the hotel where I be there for fortunate for lodge. Of course, most of them, all of the functions you get, I not be no say there was an iPad there when I computer iPad, you understand? Where entails all the details within that hotel, even how for use the bathroom, how for open the domot, how for make the window curtain, you understand? Since then, the technology be don advance to the outside. Even you left na the hotel room na you bed, you ask for breakfast. Whose type of breakfast? But because I not be know, I been there for strain. I been just there for use the land phone and communicate. Now downstairs, call somebody who can assist me for go about that. So from since then, that be really motivate me and inspire me. Say when I get back home, it's like this IT business way I dey overlook don't get interested. I need for really do something about this towards me yourself now. The time where I dey go na university, I dey find it very difficult for do me assignment them, for do me work them. You don't understand. And of course, me na once a teacher in a school, you understand? We be dey find it difficult, even results for make am. We get for take them to a publication center, outside them will draft them for we. Then I will get for go take them back, go to the school, na the management meeting, a presenter, we look at and do some corrections. They are taken back to them. So all of them things there, so I gather the information that will motivate me for really go do IT. And to me, self personally, that inspire me for go do IT. And I know say it really important. That be convince me for no say I'm not going to proceed with in any other career if I not get this IT knowledge. That be really motivate me for go back to college and go read about IT. And I make sure I read them, I do them to the deep. You understand? So I dey motivate the people of Kenema, let this be inspiration to them. For me themselves come on board and do IT and do computer. Every day now, people they will not even go school, but they use phone. Any day they call the pikin, they say, well, direct me back. How for use this? How for make this call? Something they happy, I don't understand. But if that pikin themselves not get knowledge on that thing, I go advise him, mama. You understand? One of the other thing here is, some people then one day somebody called me and say, "But I buy this computer yesterday. I use them, it work perfect. And today now I just they put on it go on, it go off. I don't know what it really happened. And it warm. And now they get noise inside." You understand? I say, well, this now one of the disadvantage in this way, you not to IT person, where you not do computer, you don't know much about computer. You understand? Then you go buy computer. But when you come and do the course, you know much about computer. When you buy, you go be very careful which kind of product you buy, which brand, which model. You get specifications the way you go look for, where go be advantage for you. You understand? But the being illiterate, you go in for that thing and it will be a disadvantage to you. So we encourage people them for really come on board. Teachers, students them, you understand? Businesswomen they were able for read and write. We get plenty business people then in this country we go school at least class 6. Plenty of them they tell we go school till Beke level, till WAS level before they drop and become business people. But one for tell them say, and most of them they count their work them to we for do. But we encourage them, not that they never read and write, but because of the business status, you understand? So they will just get for carry it and to we for doing for them. When now something where they will just need for sit down at the house or at the business place and do most of them work the day, but they will get for curry again for doing for them. So please, family them, this is very important. More take more grab this opportunity for come and learn. And we institution a really credible. They assure everybody so far where they listen me this moment, this morning, when you come to my office, the first thing where I want me ask me for NCTV accreditation certificate. We not just come and open training center, but we really go to the set out criteria. You understand? Where for qualify we for be a training institution, and NCTV now they're responsible for all technical training institutions the way they establish for offer certificate and diploma programs them. So I can assure the people them for come board.
That is it. And of course, listeners, you're listening to your 7 a.m. breakfast news where they come to you through Starling Radio 98.5 inside Kenema. And as we talk about the issue of the computer training center self, all the way now number 3 Dama Road, and then in as much and how things they go and looking at the trend of the country or the world at large, looking at say the IT issue self now a concern to everybody and wants need for be knowledgeable and get clue idea in relation to IT business. That say it will help you in your business, and of course they help you in the educational area, and of course even a whole self when they do one or two things themselves, it will help you in relation to that.
Yes.
Yeah, more especially also and Mr. Engineer. And then we just like they highlight self the programs and so far on Akidu, and you put premium on certificate. So I want to know if somebody tend for do like one program, for example, let's say now Excel you want to, or you want for do I know study computer, they call them the Excel, right? And then or you want for do Windows like the introduction part, where you don't or complete any program. Is there any need for certification for that particular program, certain program they do, or now when you done inclusively everything when I did certificate?
We get a system where we operate with. We get a structure. When you come and register, you know, just come, you do the introductory part. For no like definition, which types or models of computer they will get, that kind of basic knowledge. Then you expect we no more forgive certificate. You understand? You get for do with we up to 6 to 7 programs. What it make us say up to 6 to 7? The 6 now the more the programs them way are the highlight, the office package and the introduction to computer. And the one we make us 7, we now the typing knowledge. You understand? When they find out say people that they go do IT, that they go do them basic computer certificates programs them, but for now understand the keyboard layout and you know be conversant with the keyboard, the keys them, beside the positioning, then they how for position your hand on the keys them. People then they find it difficult. You understand? And your typing speed and accuracy where they work on. So you know you just can't do that program, one program like Excel and go. Excel not just one part of the office package. An office package they up to 5 different programs them. So if you can't do one or more, we'll not give certification. You not go tell well. Tomorrow when you go out there, you not go represent we well. Not just not being able to represent yourself, but you not be able to represent the institution where you can do them. You understand? So one for make sure say we'll train the person in the way any office application we open if we're able to use them perfectly before they certify you.
That is it, and of course, and then based on that self, send your views and comments via the number 099 985 985 072 985 985. Listeners are listening to Starling Radio and your 7 a.m. breakfast news where they come to you safe and present to you every day from Monday to Friday. And in as much as that's not the issues where they talk about the computer training center, and as the manager said and the resident engineer said that they take you through in relation to that particular one once you get to go through. So another thing also I want for now, you know, I depend you so much, you know, the engineer you more, you know, so now that's me I put a premium on you. We also want to know, you know, and you know the highlights already and the stipulated prices for the programs them all. Somebody can decide say in as much it intend for do all the programs when are like 6 or 7, they want for pay all the things together, and at the end of the day once it done they get for get certificate. So in all, what's an education for all programs than a one where you combine all together, and what's the amount also for all the programs also?
For the certificate program, it lasts for 6 months. For the certificate program, for more able to certify, more give the certificate. It lasts for 6 months, and that 6 month day it cost you 1,450 leons. You know if you reach 1,500,000 all leons. You understand? Or neither 1,500. Now just 1,450 leons. From form now inclusive the all the charges, everything from the beginning to the end of the course until we give you certificate. Now 1,450 leons.
So people that get for also pay for certificate also, or you need pay as long as you don't know, meaning you get access now forget.
Well, as long as you don't pay that money, they all you need to pay again extra for certificate. Certificate fee all the inside they included. Now 100 leon for certificate, all included.
All the charges then they inside and the bank.
Okay.
All the charges then they inside, but now we ask for just the total.
I know.
So,
Let me say total,
yes.
just total. Now
Yes.
something that, you know, someone
Yeah,
issue
for 6
total,
months.
inside the steam total, deduction they inside the total.
Yes.
You know, when once you go for clear the ear for listeners, once somebody they come into something very unique and also clean like that.
And also the payment structure, that 1,400 and something, is also structured. You go for the pay also by this one, because no say the economic trend at the country also came extremely difficult. So the payment structure is also structured in such a way that you will pay main trenches. You understand? But at the end of before the 6 months, if you don't complete. And then secondly, what I will also add is that AIT is an academic based IT system who they deal with, in the sense that we are very rigid with certificate that we give out, in the sense that you don't come to one module or program, then we give you certificates, because we believe civil certificate will go a long way for telling about the organization. So for making you get a certificate, you have to get at least, you have to do at least 6 of the modules there, or the programs there. For me, get a diploma, you don't go above 8 to 9. So that's what it's structured. So if you do less than 5, I let you take you just do 5. You'll never be satisfied by AITH. That's the unique part of it. And then we late on programs, mostly you don't do certificates, you don't do MS Word. Then mostly for 2 and 3 weeks. Then inside the 4th week, mostly you have to be examining. Then you examine, then you go to the next level. So you do 1-2 weeks, then you break out. No.
The exam means say the sit exam.
Every level, if you don't pass that, you go to the next level.
That is it.
Every program, when you don't pass this, you go to the next level. That's how we own system structured. That we don't say, as you don't come, you don't do this 3 days, you left, you go to the next level. No. You have to be examined. If you pass, okay, if you don't pass, then you go to call another, you have to conduct another exam for you back. Where will be the second chance. And then if you fail that one day, automatically you repeat that particular level back until you clear.
That is it. And of course, listeners, we can go in for a short music break and indeed can open phone line and see what the listeners them get for we, and also ask questions themselves in relation to the program they listen to, Starling Radio 98.5 inside Kenema. We go.
That hardware, so that hardware addition.
And that's a big program. This is a paid up program. I'm on against it.
That's something start no more.
That's it. My brother, this is a paid up program. That's you know.
This one, you might just connect people at this.
One goal, honestly. But you know, like you saw now, they are not saying we go for the upgrade. I mean, I'm also media man, you understand? I mean, communication specialist as well, you understand? So we go for the upgrade. Like you go say, okay, we look at this, so let me understand what else you want to do. And so, on a small brother, so train area, you understand? And now you know, you see if you train, people now money.
If you hardware, I get money.
I want to explain for that hardware areas there. You know.
I don't think so. Hardware and diploma area. I want more explain that side. People that get more interest on that. Yeah, I want just explain what the diploma courses them, how they operate.
Because the certificate there is just that.
I don't just the certificate. Then the other area I want to talk about, other areas of operation. Then the other side again, we must talk about the sales area. What will be said? The other measure will be sales, installation, training, and maintenance. So I don't want to talk about
maybe so that at least
That is it, and of course, in as much self listeners send your views and comments via the number 099-985-985, and you can also call on the number 099-985-985. 985. This other text say, good morning to all Sierra. I really do appreciate you, moderator, and the studio guest in Starline Radio discussion this morning. It's very important to learn. I am Sulaiman Mohammed Kroma, normally called Auditor. Yeah, and this night you tutor yourself all the way from the FBC Computer Training Center, and also inside the train and work with Gola radio programs in relation at Camwe to talk about. That's the other person. This other person that they say, thank you so much, and then to the guest, indeed, the program is very educative, and I believe say listeners who they listen go see how they go work on that, and that's go be part of this particular ideology set for computer and business. This person not sending name, and of course, this other person back say, good morning and thank you so much, Mr. Moderator, and I do really love and appreciate the program. But I want to know in relation to the programs and all, to how we engineer the list, all get certificates where you've done them. This person named Moriba na ina the send, and I believe so when they take notes in relation to that, and as listeners they send in the opinion. This other person they say, if me want for do hardware now, not to the software part of the computer, what thing will be me on hope? This particular place or training center they offer that particular thing then. This na Muhammad Kamara in tap all the way na Kamara town na day in day. And I want to know many times they get plenty issues them related to computer training center, but most of the center they focus only on the software. What about now? Now software no more they train people them. You don't see this step na muchama na ina the sender and tap na kambo wabu. And I believe say listeners call on 099-985-985 072 985-985. This other text just started coming. He say, Mr. Branch Manager, Mr. Amara, really do appreciate so far for your analysis. Want to know the operational area self of this particular and an organization, more especially in relation to our discussion. You know, see this person in name na Kalilu, na they send in this particular text and tap all the way na IDA 099-985-985 072-985-985. Because of time, we go straight to foresee how the response to we text them. Yeah, Mr. Amaga, what's it going to be response to the text them so far before I can to Mr. Elijah?
Yeah, first of all, I want to tell you, Texas them very thank you. At least I believe say the audience base will not get very large. I want to go straight to some of the concerns and questions that will raise. Somebody say we operational area. We operational area very fast. Just the way this what we try to say. Heritage and household name, and we for Sierra Leone operational areas and our first areas there, Freetown, Bo, Kenema, and Makini. And then outside this country, we operate in Guinea, Gambia, and then Liberia, as the case may be. But what be specific to Winaya, Sierra Leone. We deal with sales, we deal with delivery, we deal with maintenance, we deal with organization where they want repairs and maintenance. So we don't just deal with somebody to talk about all the software as an IT organization. So most of the IT organizations are just software. But I believe I will left out with the engineer. That we know they only deal with software. The software area is just a minute part of the operations. And I want to say. Then secondly, somebody be trying to talk about say, who don't bring this program here, whether I go for last recognition. I believe say we know household name, and then we people are very recognized. So I believe say we don't cancel a Kenema. We did for compete with other institutions there, and from there people will see the differences there. With an academic-based competing system, we operate because it's standardized. I think same engineer also will come in and say this.
Okay, that is it. And of course, this somebody just sent in text. He say, what's the duration of the diploma and what's the diploma package and cost? This now Paul Bokari, Edina Betima, now in sending this particular text. So how you go to go for in relation to respond for like go responsive to the listeners there?
Especially the hardware areas.
I want to tell me from more than thank you. This morning, we were able to take our time for listening to this program. May the Almighty bless you all. From them, I want to take on through people the way they ask about the hardware, I want to take una through at this moment. Just like I mentioned earlier, if you dey go buy a computer, you don't know much about it. You go fortunate for buy the wrong one, the wrong brand, the wrong model, and maybe it might even get technical issue. But because you're not a technical person, you might end up for buy the wrong machine. We already get a technical problem. You understand? So we at AITH, we not just the train people there on the software area. We the offers diploma on hardware. You understand? PC hardware engineering. You understand? We're not A+, we the offer that one day. And I encourage people there for come on board for that. Please. Everybody with out there will get my voice this morning. Be encouraged for come and register if you want to become a hardware engineer. Please come on board. The duration for diploma they last for 1 year, 6 months.
For hardware.
For hardware. For beginners. People they can the way they come already we get knowledge. You understand? But just need for sharpening the knowledge. It lasts for 1 year. That's based on if you pass we entrance exam. Because you know you just can't say we don't do this program, but we get a structured system along with NCTVA they supervise we, you understand? So we they give you exam, if you pass them then you can go in for the 1 year diploma program. You understand? Then when at the PC hardware engineering. Then we also get the other one when at the networking, when at the N+. Like somebody go say, oh but why not just based on for maintenance computer again? When I don't come out software. Then now when I say for make computer, all of this for maintenance, when I not get all that course again, and we get diploma again on networking N+. Like you want for the do network installation, router, you understand? Different network, any kinds of network. So we also offer that course there in AITH. You understand? So I encourage people them for come on board and do their programs there. You say for you then host now you go buy DSTV, you don't need to go call neighbor or you don't need to go pay extra money for do installation for you. You understand? You said you go buy that DigiSearch, you don't need to go call that person again. You go buy that star time or so how they call her. You don't need to call extra person for pay extra money for can do installation for you. As long as you don't do this course.
And then
you understand?
In addendum, make I just add.
Well, that is it. And of course, listeners, you're listening to Starline Radio 98.5 inside Kenema. So what will be your addition, Seth, to what we engineered all this?
Yes, I don't say well, and then just one area also I want to just emphasize on. Now about the staffs that we'll get. The staffs, the tutors that we'll get. We staffs that we'll get, or tutors that we'll get, like rotational tutors there. Meaning we can draw with expertise in from the different parts of the country. From Bo, from Kenema, yeah, from McKinney, as the case may be. So if somebody decides for camp actually enroll, you actually get a feeling of how really we own system there. We only most of that. So they're going to be asked for the staffing area.
Yeah, that is it, and of course, and based on that, somebody also just sent in text and English. He say, how about administration process if I want to attend that?
Well, you go for camp at the number 3 Dama Road. When he come, he will meet the front desk person, and then he will get through all the protocols and all the documentation we need for there and the criteria we need for requirement we need for get before at least it will be enrolled. And one unique aspect of we is that for those who want to do hardware, I want just tell them say, you know, come strictly say you can do hardware when you're computer literate. At least you have actually go through your 6-month program. It's only when you don't do IT somewhere, then automatically you can do your own small test. They will not say you qualify, then you go into the hardware.
So meaning person just come up from the blues, boom, you can. So meaning you get for know for software before you know hardware.
Oh yes.
You not gonna know hardware without software.
No, not possible.
So how you go tell me engineer? How you go tell me between the relationship between the two things here?
Well, the software they work with the hardware. You understand? But before the software work, now the hardware first need for work. That is the technical aspect. You understand? But before you know how to make the computer, you get to know first how to use the computer. You understand? So when you turn on this computer, for example, now like this, if you don't know it, just like mobile phone, the first stage of the mobile phone, now for me you know first how to put it on, but begin use and make all them things and they. You understand? I believe say now few people then they way they use mobile phone and can also fix them if you get problem. So the first stage now for me, you know, the system, the software now waiting the happen within the system where you see the software aspects. You understand? How for use them, how for operate different programs and software applications then. You understand? After we don't submit that now, then that will qualify you now if you want further for go know about the hardware area. How for begin if screen spoil, how for change, how for make them. You understand? If your hard drive spoil, if you run go bad, how for make them, how for fix them. Sometimes you see computer, they want no more, but if you don't get the hardware knowledge, how you go able to diagnose and know that this they cause this computer they want before you go solve that problem. So you have to do the software first, you know the computer first, then before you go do the hardware.
That is it. And of course, in relation to that, somebody just sent in, he said, give me information about the cost for all the program. I am youngest IT from 35 Sheikh Drive, Kakajama Station, Kenema. You know, in a request for the detailed price set for programs in relation to that. I believe it's maybe not be the listen. So I will take away for that one for your benefit.
Well, most of the things they gave in terms of cost, not one actually put out on air really.
Okay.
So if he really wants information on that, they will still come. We don't just give some preliminary. Some areas then they will come that day because it's like a competitive all day. You understand? So and then sometimes we can there's going to be some bargaining powers or that's in a negotiation. So we are encouraging us to make it kind of number 3 Dama Road. We send our office and then we go discuss on that.
That is it. And then how you go tell we also in relation to the staffing power. More very key. So man they go now so say based on the strength or the strength of that particular place. You know, the team we will get what they go grab also another place. How want to take you through that one?
I want to assure the people that say the tutors they will get, the staff they will get to the train people. Now people they will qualify. Now people they will we not just employ them because maybe we want for get a job or maybe because the institution want for get people them for train people. But now people that will go through these trainings then yeah, so we certified, we get the qualifications. You understand? For train people on all the areas they are already talk about. We get tutors on different area of program and different area of courses at the same time.
Wow, that is it. And of course, listeners, that's not a program so far. In relation to that, and as we talk about the issue of the IT business, and we don't get people themselves, whether they bring that particular thing right now the doorstep of the Kenematonian or people themselves where they na Kenema. And of course, listeners, indeed, that's the reside all the way in number 3. Dama Road, once you want to be part of this particular thing and you also want to be knowledgeable and how you go get skill in relation to that, more on the software and also on the hardware. And of course, as I tell we plainly say, they do diploma program on the software and also diploma program on the hardware. So once you go through that particular process, you'll be knowledgeable, and as they encourage everybody, whether indeed you are in a small the able guides like that, you encourage for be part of this all important training center where the Africa Information Technology Holdings Limited Computer Training Center self that they bring to the doorstep of the Kenematonian. More especially to the manager, that we are the branch manager, Mr. Mohammed Amara, and of course, and then the resident engineer, Wayne Elijah Wasawa, and then Brahma. Instead with we. So because of time, so Mr. Manager, all the way Mr. Amara, as you happen for be the branch manager. How you go take you through in relation to your party message for sister how you enlighten the listeners and also encourage them for being part of this all important training.
Yeah, thank you very much. What I want to tell the listeners then and the audience out there is that this opportunity we throw out to every individual, every walks of life, be it police, be it the medical, be it teachers, all walks of life. We believe say you have to become you have to be computer literate. So we encourage them for medical on board. I believe say information say you try to make your office paperless office. Because when you go to certain offices then you see more documents then. So believe say we ready for help, we ready for make sure say we are very, very flexible. We want to catch them young. For school picking them, everybody they all encourage them for men and come on board. When they all come on board, whether in a school picking, once we read and write, you na workman, you na teacher, you na nurse, you na doctor, whatever you need for be computer literate, so that your office we get work paper, it will become paperless office. So we encourage you from one account number 3 Dama Road. Then you will contact me on 076 235 183.
Again,
the number where at least you contact me. If you know you can at the office, you want to know the location. Me and Mohammed Amar, the branch manager of AITH Kenema, may contact at 076 235 183.
that is it. That's the party message from the branch manager all the way from this African Information Technology Holding Limited Training Center. Yes, and Mr. Elijah, you said to be party message set to the listeners.
As my party message, I want to let the people that also know these other areas of we services them. Yeah, we also do high tech graphic designing on flyers. You understand? Advert cards, logo design, 3D logo, invitation cards, business cards, and book cover, and many more, many others. You understand? I want to let the people that know about that. And we at AITH, as we say King Go say, we train, mentor, and serve humanity to improve on their lives technologically. So we at AITH, we guarantee the people them for me to come on board and get the required knowledge for me to fit in society technologically. Me na Elijah Wasawa Brima, the resident engineer AITH Kenema branch. My number na 033 156 070.